once you have found your seat, let's open up your hands, opening up your hearts, and bringing your hands in front of your heart. And we'll chant 3 Oms together. Let's take a deep inhale. Taking a moment, softening your head towards your heart with a gentle bow, honoring the light within you, the light within each of us, and setting an intention. You're halfway in the retreat. Setting an intention for yourself as you continue forward. What seed would you like to plant in your heart? What seed would you like to grow, to continue to grow in your life from when you leave the mat tonight, when you leave the retreat, re-enter your life? When you're in the center of the storm of life and family, everything that's happening in work, what supports you to stay connected to your stillness? Because in that stillness is where you find your joy. It's where you find your peace, no matter what's going on. What is it that brings you back? What practice, what intention can you set for yourself? What seed do you want to cultivate? So I invite you to set that intention. Take a few moments, breathe it into your heart, whatever bubbles up. And if you don't know, be open to what would serve you, your heart, your life. You can ask yourself, and yourself will answer that it will bubble up at some point, I promise you. Or you might know right away. Okay, so we're going to come onto our backs. You're going to grab your strap. We're going to move right into postures for opening up the legs and the hips and the lower back. Place your right foot on the strap, as you can see I'm doing. And now draw your right knee towards your right shoulder, a half baby pose. So your left leg, you can actually let the knee kind of fall towards the left, if that feels okay for you, as you draw the right knee towards your right shoulder. So it's a nice deep opening here in our groin, hips. Take a couple couple of breaths here. Deep inhale. And then exhale longer than your inhale. When we exhale longer than we inhale, it helps to automatically start to calm the nervous system. It's a very powerful tool that you can use for yourself in just a few moments to take an inhale, like we did, 4 or 5 beats, and then exhale for 8 or 10. And it can calm your nervous system, moving you from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic system pretty quickly. From that fight or flight, the sympathetic, to the parasympathetic, where it's the rest mode. So let's press the foot into the strap, stretching up, opening up the back of the leg. Let's have a slight bend in the knee. Everybody feel your quadricep here, so you can actually feel the muscle. And then press the foot into your strap. At the same time, pull the strap towards you so you can feel that muscle, that big muscle. It's active. It shouldn't be, just hanging out here. It's active. And then pressing the foot into the strap. You don't have to straighten the leg. Take a couple of breaths here. Once you come to your edge, breathe. Now direct your breath into the back of the leg with your intention. Inhaling to the back of the leg. Exhaling. Releasing. Turn your toes towards the right. It's like as if you're moving the toes towards 2 o'clock on a clock. And as you do this, you can feel the head of your femur twisting in the socket of your hip joint. So as you turn your toes towards the right, and now begin to open the leg. Let the leg follow. As you open the leg off to the right, and bend the knee a little, activating, and then press the foot into the strap as you push the strap away, and we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. And breathe. Deep inhale, and a longer exhale. Deep inhale, longer exhale. At each time, as you exhale, softening a little more, opening a little more. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Breathing. Bringing your leg back to center. Bend the knee a little towards you. Then on the exhale, actively push the foot into the strap, and you're resisting the strap with your hands. Yeah. And actually, I want everyone to keep kind of a little bend in the knee. Yes. And then the heel reaching up to the sky, active. Deep inhale. Now the exhale, straightening a little more. Maybe you straighten the leg all the way, and maybe you can pull the leg towards you a little bit more. Only to that lagom, that place where it still feels good. Now release the leg to the earth. And release the other leg. And let's take a few moments and notice how you feel. one side to the other. Straightening both of the legs. And just notice the right side to the left side. So these series of postures are very good for balancing the left and right side of the body. The left side is the more feminine, the more yin, the more open. And the right is the more active and energizing. And we need both of them equally. So doing this series is a beautiful way to kind of find that, create a little balance in your giving nature and your receiving nature, your doing and your being. We're doing here and we're also receiving. Uniting the two of them, that's yoga. We're yoking all parts of ourselves and uniting to create balance. Let's take the opposite leg and place the strap underneath your foot. You're going to draw the knee in your half baby pose. Drawing the left knee towards your left shoulder. So everyone have the sole of your foot facing up towards the sky. There you go. Yes. And then push your foot into your strap. Let's do a nice inhale. Exhale, push the foot into the strap. And then draw your knee a little deeper towards your shoulder. But keep this active energy of the pushing and the pulling, the doing and the receiving. When we do too much, that's where we can hurt ourselves. We fall out of balance. But if we take in too much, that also can throw us off balance. So we're finding that in-between space, our still point. Take a couple of breaths here. And your right knee can fall out. Beautiful. I see a lot of you are doing that. Yep. You're getting a nice opening on both sides. Bring the foot back to center and press the foot into the strap. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Actively pressing into the strap and then drawing your leg towards you. You might have a little shaking. This is okay. This is strengthening your nervous system. And don't push. If you have that shaking, just pause and stay with it and breathe. Deep inhale and a longer exhale. Softening with the exhale. Couple more breaths here. Now you're going to rotate your toes out towards the left. So you feel that rotation in your hip joint. You can actually feel the head of your femur rotating. Rotate it as much as you can out as long as you don't have an injury. And now let the leg follow the rotation, that line. And your leg extend out to the left. Keep the active energy of your pressing into the strap, and at the same time, you're holding firmly. Yes. So find that place, that stillness of in between of your self-effort and your receiving. Another quote by Rumi, self-effort and grace are like two wings of a bird. And together you fly. So what supports you? What is your bird? What's your intention? What supports you in self-effort and being able to be open to grace? For me, it's been trust. Trust in so many different ways. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Taking a nice deep breath in, expanding, exhaling, softening, and opening. Bring your leg back to center. Press the foot into the strap. Let's bend the knee here a little bit. Bend a little, yeah. Actively pressing. And maybe you can push the foot up towards the sky a little more with your next exhale, straightening the leg a little more, drawing leg towards you. And releasing the leg to the earth. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. A couple of deep inhale and melting exhales. Letting yourself be heavy on the earth. Notice how you feel from one side to the other. Do you still feel an imbalance? Is there one side that you use more effort with? Or is there one side that doesn't receive as much? Just notice, just with curiosity. And breathe into those spaces with expanding light. Beautiful golden light into that space. And exhaling, softening. Letting go. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, softening. We're going to bend our knees. And then slowly rolling over to the right side, you're going to use your hands to slowly push you up. Slowly push yourself up, keeping your awareness inside. Find your block. Have your block to the side. And actually, I want you to use 2 blocks. We're going to sit on one. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, or cobbler pose. So your sit bones, they're the little ischial tuberosities at the bottom. That's coated with your gluteals. So let's take our right hand and just pull the glutes out so you can actually feel the little your sit bones, tuberosities, and then let's do the left side. Just pull the whole buttocks out so you're really sitting on your sit bones. And then as you root into the earth, inhale, lengthen all the way through the spine to the crown of the head. Place your hands on your thighs. And you bring your feet together like this, Sina. Your soles of your feet are meeting. So we're going to do what we were doing earlier when we were laying on the ground. Some of us are going into our how wonderful. So let's draw the shoulders up and shoulder blades onto the back, opening up the heart. And close your eyes here for a moment. And maintaining the openness in your heart area and your shoulders, place your hands on your thighs. Take your hands and grab your ankles, and maybe you can draw your heels closer to you, maybe not. So find that place where your feet can press into each other. We're going to press the feet into each other so you actually can feel the engagement here in your core. And then as the energy, you feel it here in the core, then feel it expanding out through your knees. So you press your feet in towards each other. Hugging here, we call this hugging to the midline. Let's take a deep inhale. Then exhale, expanding from the core out to the knees, and let the legs open up a little more. It's an actual physical and energetic feeling. Inhale, press the feet in towards each other. Feel the connection in the core. Exhaling, expand, open up the thighs. Take your hands to your calves, and maybe you can bow just a little forward here. So you find your stillness here. And to come back up to center. Close your eyes and stay where you're at. And just notice how you feel in your body. Notice how your legs, I'm sure you're very aware of your hip joints right now. Just notice how you feel. We're going to take our other block, and we're going to place the block in between the feet. Probably notice your knees come up a little more. Mine are definitely coming up a little more. And you probably can feel the sensation a little more in your thighs. So we're going to do the same thing. Your hands can either be on your ankles here, or you can place them on your thighs, whatever feels best for you. So you're going to press the feet in towards each other with a nice inhale. Then exhale, push your thighs away. So it's going to be a strong energy here. Inhale, press the feet in towards your block. Then exhaling, feel the thighs opening a little more. You might feel some burning sensation. So stay where you're at, pressing the feet into each other towards the block. Let's just breathe into whatever sensations you're feeling in your body right now. Breathe into the thighs. Inhaling deep. Exhaling long. Softening. Inhaling, gathering your energy and drawing it towards that area. Exhaling and softening. So let's release the block. Take your feet towards each other now. Let the legs fall open. See if you notice any difference. Is there any more freedom? Just like I was talking about with the birds, the self-effort and the grace, the softening. Like two wings of a bird. Here we create more freedom. Here we can fly a little more, creating more freedom in our body. So extend your right leg out. Bring your left foot in. I want you to take your strap and place it underneath your foot. So I want everyone to have a bent knee here. We're going to bend our knee. And the reason we're sitting up on the block is to create more length on our spine. Because we are working on opening up in our hips and the back of the legs. And we're also helping to release in the lower back. But if we're on the floor here, the back muscles are going to stop us from being able to move more freely. So this helps you create more freedom by lifting up our sit bones. So pressing your foot into the strap, active energy, just like we did when we were laying on our backs. And press the foot away from you and actively holding the strap. So your leg feels safe to open. Maybe it opens all the way. Maybe you have a bent knee. So find your edge and stay there and breathe. Beautiful. And some of us are very open. Like you, Emily. Emily, hold. I want you to constrict the muscles. Like see if you can try to lift your kneecap. Yeah, exactly like you're doing there. Keep that kind of muscle energy. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale and take the left hand. Reach up to the sky with a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, we're just going to bow over to the right, creating a beautiful opening on the left side. We're going to stay here for a few moments. With another deep inhale, maybe opening the heart to the sky a little bit. And exhale, softening. Breathing it out. So the right leg is staying active. Another deep inhale. Breathe into the whole left side of the body. Feel the ribs expanding with the breath. Direct your breath to the whole left side rib cage. And exhale, maybe softening a little more. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, rise up. Release the strap. Bring the right foot in and take the left leg out. You will thank me later. Let's take the strap, bend the knee, take the strap to the bottom of your left foot. And take the hand underneath the strap here. So it helps to roll your left shoulder open. So bend the left leg. I want you to bend the knee. And then hold the strap, active energy, pressing your foot into the strap. Beautiful. So you actually feel some engagement here in your muscle. Might just be a little bit, but it's not just hanging out here. There's some action, some energy, which helps to protect the leg, protect the hamstring to feel more safe. As you push the foot away, opening and strengthening your hamstring and also the groin muscles. So you can close your eyes once you found your in-between place. Not too much, not too little. And breathe. And direct your breath into the whole left leg. Inhale, expanding. Breathing light into the whole left leg. Exhaling long and softening. Opening a little more with the exhale. Inhale, taking a nice deep inhale. Breathing it into the whole left leg. Exhaling softly. Continue your own rhythm. Deep inhale, longer exhale. And if you have your eyes open, I invite you to gaze down towards the tip of your nose. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, this will help to bring your awareness more inside, to bring it more inward. This helps to quiet the mind, bring us more present, more in our bodies, more present in our body. Let's take a nice inhale and reach up to the sky with our right hand, reaching the fingertips up and reaching. See if you can touch the moon. Another deep inhale. And then exhale, down over to the left. And find that in-between place. So the next inhale, I want you maybe to lift your heart a little more to the sky. Maybe you can gaze upwards a little, only if it feels okay in your neck. You can, if you like, take your hand behind the back of the skull, and that can support you. Right at the occiput, at the top of the neck and the base of the skull. And then you can press your head into the hand and maybe gaze upwards a little bit. This is a very nice opening. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And release. Release the strap. Release the leg. Extend both legs out. We're going to walk our hands behind us, fingertips facing towards you. Roll the right shoulder back, left shoulder back. Press hands into the earth and inhale, lift the hips. And then maybe you can drop your head back if it feels good. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And we'll come back. Let's bring our feet back to their cobbler pose. Bringing the feet together. And once again, notice your hips. How do you feel? We're going to take our block. And we're going to place our block, we have two options, either like this or like this. You can see what works best for you. So it can be like this, in between your feet. This is my hands on my feet, or like this. You see what feels best for you. See if you're ready for this or this. You want to go really wide. And you find that your whole body is kind of throws everything off, throws it off balance, and that's too much. Then come to more narrow posture. So press the feet into your block. Engage. Feel the core. Let's grab our ankles. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, press the knees away towards the earth. Inhale, press the feet in towards the block. Exhale, press your knees away. Inhale, press feet in towards the midline. Exhaling, expanding the knees. Open up a little more. One more breath. Inhale, press feet in towards the block. Exhale, release. Place the block to the side. Put your feet together. Wow. See any difference? You feel any difference? Let's take the right leg up to the right side. Left foot in. Fully feel in towards you. So you're going to take our right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm up and over. A nice opening in the whole left side. Now pull your kneecap up. Flex your right foot. Flex the toes. Beautiful. Now let's take our hand behind our head, right at the base of the skull, the top of the neck. And I'm going to inhale and press the back of the head into your hand. And see, maybe you could gaze up a little bit. And the left elbow opens up towards the sky. Now you can use your right elbow to press into the thigh and then open a little more. For a gentle twist. Heart opening, expanding. Let's take another deep inhale. Breathe in to the heart area. And exhale, release. And let's go to the other side. Bring the right foot in, left leg out. I'm going to take the left. Now if it's too much for you to take your forearm to the leg, you can use your strap. If you prefer to use the strap, use your strap. The left forearm to your thigh. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale over. Hello, left hamstring. Inhale into the left leg. Pull the muscles above your knee. Imagine you're pulling your kneecaps up. You're strengthening that whole leg. Exhaling, softening a little more into the fold. So let's take your right hand and take it to the base of your skull. Right at the top of your neck. And let's press the back of the head into the hand, gently gazing upwards. Or maybe you're looking at the seam where the wall meets the ceiling. Right at that corner. Or have your eyes closed. Find your in-between place. Find stillness in all of this and breathe. This is life. It puts us in uncomfortable situations. And now breathe into it and find your stillness. Inhaling to the back body, the back of the heart. Exhaling, softening. Couple more breaths. Breathe into your stillness. And we'll release. Once again, extend the legs out in front of you. Shake the legs out. Place the fingers towards you. Roll the shoulders back, and we'll inhale, lift the hips. So if it's too much for your neck to go, for your head to go back, if it hurts, I want you to keep your chin to the chest. That will protect your neck, or drop the head back. And release. Come off of your block. And let's come to a Baddha Konasana. Take your hands behind you. Inhale, lengthen up your spine. Press your feet in towards each other. Let's lift our hips and bring them a little closer to the feet if possible. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths, lifting the heart. The feet actively pressing into each other. Inhale, expanding. Exhaling, softening. Let's take our hands and use your hands to draw your knees towards each other. And come on. We're going to come onto our backs. We're going to take our bolster. And once again, we can put it underneath the spine. Maybe you want to try opposite of how we started. Maybe you want to place the bolster right at the bottom of the ribs. Let's everybody do that. Let's take the bolster at the bottom of the ribs. Right, and then take the block behind your head. You bring your feet together in the Baddha Konasana pose. And place your right hand on your heart and the left hand on your belly. So we'll stay here for a couple of breaths, and then if you want to extend your legs straight, you can do that. See if you can feel the heart underneath your hand. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths in and long exhales. Taking in an inhale, filling the lower belly with breath. Feel the hand raise all the way to the top of the lungs. So you feel the hand on your heart lift. You're going to pause at the top. You're going to pause at the top. And we're going to exhale. Deep inhale, the lower belly all the way to the top. Exhaling long. in your own rhythm. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling off. We'll do that for a couple more rounds. If you want to release your legs, you straighten your legs. If that feels good for you, I invite you to do that. Deep inhale, long exhale. Noticing that area at the very beginning of class that was feeling that you had some discomfort. Bring your awareness to that area. Notice if there's any change or softening. Just notice. Breathing in and expanding with the breath. Exhaling, softening, and sinking in a little deeper into the heart space. Expanding with the breath. Exhaling, softening. We'll stay here for a couple more minutes. Connecting our heart with our gut. Finding that balance between the two. A place where our basic feelings and fears happen so often in the pelvic region and the gut. We hold so much here. Holding ourselves, connecting those parts of us to the heart space. You can hold both places, the parts of us that get scared and the part of us that feels that courageous heart, the courageous love. Connecting the two. Merging the two. Keeping your awareness with your breath, watching it come in and out like a wave. Going deeper into stillness. bending your knees. We're going to move very, very slowly. Roll over to the right side and stay there for a couple of breaths. Practicing staying with your stillness. Staying with the in-between. And slowly use your hands to push yourself up into a seated posture, where we'll sit for a couple of minutes. Practice moving and keeping your stillness. And coming into your posture with just a couple of breaths. Find your seat and to be still. Breathe into that still space. And exhaling, dropping a little deeper inside. No matter what the sounds are that are around you, if your awareness goes out, allow the breath to bring it back in and root into the deep space of your heart. We'll practice this for a minute. Deep inhale, breathing in. Exhaling long. Deep inhale, breathing in. Exhaling long. Stay in the stillness. Expand in the stillness within yourself. Play with it. See if you can breathe in and expand. Maybe expand your energy as big as this room. Imagine your heart growing with each inhale. As you exhale, sending your love out to the world. Inhale, growing your energetic heart. Expanding and filling the room with your golden light. Exhale, sending your love out to the world. You can just feel this room filled with that light. One last expanding your heart even bigger than this room. Exhaling softly, leaning into it, trusting it, your own wisdom that is here in the stillness of your heart. Let's bring our hands in front of our hearts. And we'll close with 3 yawns. Take a deep inhale. Inhale. Softly bowing your head towards your heart, planting your seed deep inside, nourishing it with each breath as an opportunity for devotion. From that deep place of stillness within me to that deep, beautiful place within you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Just practice moving with stillness. Whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Saying